Hi guys, we continue with a lesson about writing a line equation. So last time we already learned how to draw or how to make a line, how to graph a line if we have a line equation. So for this lesson, we'll learn how to write a line equation if we know it's a slope, it's a y-intercept, or if we know the coordinates of 2 points. Okay, so for the part 1, we'll learn how to write a line equation if we know a slope and a y-intercept. So we will start with a general form of a line equation. It is y equal to ax plus b, okay, where a is a slope. So in some book they use mx plus b is okay too. So m is a slope. So m or a or whatever letter you give it to it, it does not matter. You only need to remember that whatever stick with x, it is called slope. Okay, a times x is mean a is a slope. M times x is mean m is a slope. Okay, so where a is a slope and b is called y-intercept. So yb is called y-intercept because if y-intercept means we give 0 to x, right? So then we'll have y equal to a times 0 plus b. Okay, and whatever times 0, it is a 0. So it's just a 0 plus b, and y equal to b. Okay, so the coordinate for this one is 0, b. So it is a called y-intercept. That's why b is a called y-intercept. Okay. Okay, so for part 1, like I said above, we'll learn how to write a line equation if we know a slope and y-intercept. So we'll start from example. So write a line equation if its slope is 2 and y-intercept is 5. Okay, so this one is very easy because they already give you a, they already give you b. So the only thing you need is put a in and b in. Okay, so here the question say is the slope is 2, so it means slope is 2, so mean a equal to 2. Okay, so y-intercept is 5, so it means b equal to 5, and we have y equal to 2x plus 5. Sorry, plus 5, not plus. So very straightforward, very easy, right? And so there is another, that's the case 1. So if we know a slope and we know y-intercept, okay? So let's say this one is a case 1. Case 1. So knowing slope and y-intercept. Okay, and now we'll go to case 2. Okay, so if the question give you a slope and a point that the point on a line. Okay, so what if they give you a slope but they don't give you y-intercept? They don't give you y-intercept, but they give you a point that will be on that is on the line. Okay, so we also start from the general form y equal to ax plus b. Okay, and the step 1 we need to solve for this case is we put the slope value into the line equation. Okay, so and after that, step 2, we substitute the point, the given the x y coordinate of the given point into x y of the line equation. Okay, to find b. Okay, because the if the question give you the slope, it means they already give you a. So the only thing you need to find out is to find b, and in order to find b, you need to use the coordinates of the given point. Okay, so we will go to example, then you can see it more obviously. Example, so write a line equation given its slope as 2 and it passes the point 1, 3. So the point 1, 3 is mean x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is 3. Okay, so we also start from the general form y equal to ax plus b, because the slope is 2, so it means a equal to 2. Okay, and we also follow the step above, so we put the slope value into the line equation. So now we have a y equal to 2x plus b, right? So now we need to find b, and we'll go to step 2. It's called we need to substitute y-x coordinates of the given point into xy of the line equation to find b. So here we have a coordinate 1, 3. So it means x equal to 1 and y equal to 3. So we put it into the equation. So we have a 3 equal to 2 times 1 plus b. Okay, then we have a 3 equal to 2 plus b. So then b equal to 3 subtract 2 and b equal to 1. Okay, so now we already found b. So we'll have a line equation as y equal to 2x plus 1. Very easy, right? Very straightforward and very easy. Okay, so that's the case 2. So now we'll go to the case 3. Okay, so case 3 is they don't give you slope. They don't give you y-intercept. They only give you 2 points. because like I said from in the first lesson, in the previous lesson, that in order to draw a fixed line, you need 2 points, right? So now they give you 2 points. Okay, so case 3 is a don't know a slope or n or y-intercept. Okay, but we know 2 points. We know 2 points on a line. So we also need to follow the step. Okay, so for example, we know 2 points and we call it is 2 points here. We have a x1, y1, and we call the point 2 is x2, y2. Okay, and in this case, so we also start from the general form y equal to ax plus b. So step 1 we need to do is find the slope by using the formula a is a slope, right, equal to y2 subtract y1 over x2 subtract x1. Okay, so after we find the slope, then step 2 we just pick a point, okay, x1 y1 or x2 y2 to substitute into xy of the equation to find b. Okay, so just 2 steps. Try to remember it, and you see it's so much easier whenever you see a question about writing a line equation. So we only have a 3 cases, so try to remember how to solve, how to recognize each case, and then how to apply the steps and formula to solve for each case. Okay, so now we go to example. So write a line equation that passes 2 points 1, 3 and to -2 and -7. Okay, so we need to no, maybe -7 is -7 subtract 10. Let's say this one is -1. Okay, -1 and -7. Okay, so now we need to find the equation of a line. Okay, and in this case, in this example, you can see we don't have a slope, we don't have a y-intercept. Okay, we only have 2 points, so we need to find the slope and y-intercept b. Okay, following the 2 steps above. Okay, so step 1, first we always write the general form. Okay, then then step 1 we find the slope. Okay, and here if we say x1 is 1 and y1 is 3, and here we have a x2 and y2. Okay, and we follow the formula. So a is the slope equal to -7 subtract 3, because we have a y1 subtract y2 subtract y1, right, over x2 subtract x1. So -1 subtract 1. Okay, so 2 negative, we still have a negative. So -7 subtract -3 is subtract 3 is a -10, or you can say -7 -3. So it means we have a -10, and then -1 -1. So we have a -2. Okay, and here we have a 2 minus, so it become positive answer, right? And 10 over 2, you can simplify because the 10 can divide by 2. So the answer is 5, positive 5, right? So after we find the slope, so we go to step 2. Okay, so now we just put the slope into the equation like this, and then we pick a point, and then okay, so because we have a 1 positive point and 1 negative point, so I just pick the positive point. Okay, so I pick 1, 3 to put into equation. So you can choose a -1, -7, no problem. Okay, because of both of the points are on the line, so it does not matter which point you choose. But if you choose the point 1, you must stick to x1, y1. Okay, you cannot take x1 and y2, or you cannot take, you know, x2 and y1. Okay, it is wrong. So if you pick the point 1, you must stick to x1, y1. If you pick the point 2, you must stick to x2 point y2. Okay, so in this case I just pick 1, 3, so x1, y1. Okay, so then I put into the equation. I will have a 3 equal to 5 times 1 plus b, and then 3 equal to 5 plus b. Then I have a b equal to 3 subtract 5, and b equal to -2. Okay, and now, so I already have a slope. I will already have a y-intercept b, okay, equal to -2. So I just write the line equation 5x subtract 2. So that's the answer. Okay, so it's a very straightforward, very simple when we have 3 cases of how to write a line equation. Okay, so so I just finish on everything, so we don't need part 1, part 2 here. So in summary, we have in order to write an equation of a line, so we divide it into 3 cases. The first case, we know the slope and we know y-intercept. So this case is very straightforward. We just put the slope a in, and we just put the y-intercept b in, and then we can write the equation. Okay, and the case 2, we only need to we know the slope and a point. So we don't know the y-intercept b, so it means we have to use the coordinate of a point to find the y-intercept b. Okay, and we need to follow step 1 and step 2 I said previously. And the case 3, so we don't know slope, we don't know y-intercept, but the question gives us 2 points, okay, that are on the line. So we need, and in this case, we need to find the slope, and then we need to pick a point and then find y-intercept. And we also follow 2 steps I just said. So very straightforward and very easy, right? So this lessons stop here. If you have any question or you need or you have any comment, just let me know. Okay, thank you. Bye.